From a humble backyard menagerie beginning in 1970 to a nonprofit organization that houses a wildlife collection of over 500 animals from around the world, Hollywood Animal Park currently faces a fork-in-the-road decision that will have effects on the surrounding community. Volunteers, employees, visitors, stakeholders, and arguably their most valuable yet silent guest, the wildlife. This past year has been a particularly difficult one for Hollywood that included a fire that killed 28 animals and an inspection by the USDA on November 4th that reported 15 citations against the Animal Welfare Act. The animal rights organization, PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, is calling for the absolute closure of Hollywood Animal Park. After these citations, Hollywood responded by hiring an animal curator that has been in the zoological field for over 30 years. Nigel Platt sat down to discuss the issues of Hollywood.
That was prior to me arriving. When I received the report, when I started at the end of November. I corrected everything that was on there within a few weeks. Everything was taken care of.
But Brittany Peete, Deputy Director of PETA's Animal Law Enforcement, wants immediate action. She states that Hollywood Animal Park exemplifies all that's wrong for keeping animals in cages for human amusement. An email interview with Bridget Dillon from PETA offered more confirmation of their group's thoughts on zoos. Animals in stationary exhibits such as zoos are denied everything that is natural and important to them. Platt disagrees.
I mean, we here because what do people get together? A family day out, recreation. It's family time, quality time spent together. It's, creating those moments that you'll...
Time after time, PETA calls for closure of the park due to violations, but Communications Officer Dave Sachs from the USDA explained proper terminology.
When you see something that is cited on an inspection report, that is not a violation. That is what we call a non-compliant item. It's a difference for us because when something's a non-compliant item, it simply means that the inspector on that day saw that particular item. It's not in compliance with the regulations. They cited it on the inspection report, and they will expect the facility to correct that situation.
Whether you agree with keeping animals in captivity or not, the wildlife that is currently at Hollywood needs support. Without support, the future of these creatures is unknown. Mary Lee Rollins, Assistant Director, states the urgent need by saying, "Our electronic generation of children need to be able to experience the roar of lions and tigers so close they feel it in their bellies like a bass drum in a parade. They need to be able to see, touch, hear, and yes, even smell the wonder that is all around them."